How's it going, Blue Ox Racing? Ah, Bulinful's hubby. How you doing? Nice and easy. Don't want to scrape the dock. Don't want to hurt it too bad. And we're off. So we're just sitting back, relaxing tonight. Get to watch some relaxing fishing going on. Night's been going pretty good. Had some supper. Figured I'd play this for a little while. See if we can get to the big service boat. It goes like 28 knots. And at that point, we'd just pretty much be raking in monies. That's the plan anyways. Oh yeah. Gotta get those, whatever these are, kronas, Norwegian dollars. Yeah, I've been messing with some of that Farm Sim 22 a little bit. I like SnowRunner. It was great. I know SnowRunner has some farming in it. The mud physics are great. It'd be an interesting concept mixing the two together. And Billy Bob, what are you up to? Are you playing this game at all, or did you give up after the first like 3 hours? Yeah, I like the mud physics of SnowRunner. And yeah, Farm Sim. I mean, I guess there's a way you could do it depending on the Farm Sim maps. There's a lot of logging maps that would be really cool with the physics. Yeah, I was wondering if you're still playing this game or not. I know that you played it for like 3 hours and you're like, too boring. You mean M for map? Yeah, I've been watching some of that, the expeditions or whatever it's called. A couple YouTubers. Um, Messed around with it, but I haven't played it personally. It might be something that's kind of interesting, but I'm not a huge like desert type person, and it looks like a lot of it takes place in the desert or dry badlands, things like that. And yeah, Billy Bob, I had to go through and push all the buttons and map it to the controller because I'm lazy and I don't like playing with a keyboard. Yeah, Ryan, I'm back in the ocean. You know, we're going to try to make all the monies, catch all the fishes. After today's stream, Dan is really contemplating getting a farm sim server going. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, let me know. Like, I'm totally up for let me know like what's going on and how the game actually plays. Farm sim servers are a blast. You know, I've never played on one. I'm thinking about joining up with one. Somebody sent me an invite, so I might go check it out. I gotta see what map they're using and all that good stuff. Well, I mean, I watch a lot of the farm sim players. Well, not a lot, a few of them, and yeah, some of the servers that they have and the amount of people that are on there and the crazy things they're doing, it looks like it gets crazy. I know Dan was not happy during the stream today. Right, servers are fun. Well, we were talking about it because if we get one, we'll probably have the server in New York, so that way it's like the halfway point between where I'm at and where they're at, or where at least Dan is. I don't know that Indy would play on the server because he doesn't like the idea of the game progressing without him. So like he'll stream for his 4 hours and then he wants to pick up where he left off, and that might be the week after, or it might be 2 days in a row. Don't know. But on a server, I'm assuming it would continue to go, and his progress would not be where he left it. Boolinful, lurkin. Dun 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 dun. You know, I need to get me a steering wheel set up. But then again, I mean, I'm a streamer who's streaming from my living room. You know, using my TV as a monitor and a tablet to monitor what's going off on the side. I'm finding a way. Well, I mean, fish don't live on land. We need to find where the fishies is. So we'll go northwest, see what we end up with. But Dan was hating the ping and the lag and the rubber banding and the craziness from the stream today. So that's why he definitely would prefer a server. He's still on that idea of doing a gold mining map, so we could do multiplayer gold mining. We'll see. Well, don't they have them mud walking catfish things? I don't know what the heck they're called, but they walk on land and they're creepy. There you go, lungfishes. See? Buoyancy's smart. She got the brains. Right. It's them land sharks, you know. Watch out for them. Alligators and crocodiles. They're your land sharks. A gatornator. Right, Sharknado. All the things. They should do a severe weather update, huh? I mean, massive water spouts, all the crazy things. So basically, you just want the weather to be the apocalypse. Like, just ocean apocalypse. Whirlpools, yeah, just go crazy. Good luck fishing, good luck boating. Dark blood red skies with lightning crashing, thunder in the background. Tsunamis. You know, if they ever allowed modding, it's gonna happen. Right? No way of keying the boat. Be like, okay, well, now we just set it and forget it. You know, just be like me, walking around the boat, like, yeah, do. Get swept overboard. Oh crap, I forgot to get boat insurance. That's right. Yeah, massive waves that throw you from the boat. Otherwise, the boat would leave you. See, I'm wondering. Hello? Now can you hear me? Everything good? Okay, I think we're good now. I don't know how long I've been without that, but apparently a little bit. I apologize. Because I know, like, Ryan's asking if I had any other issues. I want to make sure that I covered that. There was no other issues other than the ping. Billy Bob, where do you buy fuel? I answered that, but I don't know if Billy Bob heard me. So we'll pull up the map again so I can explain that to Billy Bob. Unless he's already figured it out. But when you leave Roast or whatever, you're heading southwest. If you hug the island that's off to the north of you, when you're leaving out of that port on your way to Kavelsbiet, and then right in there is where the fuel is. Last thing you heard was I'm wondering. Well, I don't know when the hell I said I'm wondering. I'm lost. Let's see. Yeah, so I did that part. I explained that. Let's see. Yeah. Hopefully husband heard that I said have fun playing on the Xbox. It was right before the sea shanty. Ah, I see. Sea shanties and stuff, yeah. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure nobody thought I was ignoring them. Apparently I was having technical difficulties, you know. Thus is the life of a amateur streamer. But yeah, the country sea shanty thing, that would be interesting. That would. No, I appreciate that. Anytime that there's stuff like that, like earlier, I followed Indie Ninja's recommendation to use Capture Full Screen application on OBS, and apparently it does not do that. It'll pick it up on this game, but it won't pick up like Farm Sim. So Ryan had to tell me that I had a black screen because apparently OBS is stupid. So, good morgen, Phipps von Fippenstein. But yeah, anytime that there's an issue, if there's an audio issue, you're not hearing me talk, you're having issues with seeing stuff, the in-game sound effects are too loud, too soft, let me know. Let me know. Oh, no, we lost money. Like, well, you remember we were fishing last night, and then we drove all the way back to sell it, and you left because of something. I can't remember what you left for. But I sold the fish, and we ended up with like 5.8 million. And then we bought this boat, named it White Girl Wasted, which it changed the name when I loaded in. Terrible, so I have to change that again. But crashed the boat and ended the stream. And then I bought the fishing gear before we headed out. So now we're good to go. I think the ultimate goal, we need to get like 10 million, something like that. So hopefully 10 long lines will be enough for us to do what we got to do. It's all good. I mean, I appreciate you appreciating me grinding. They have been updating the game, so I don't know if the fishing is still as lucrative as it used to be, but yeah. Right, that's what we were hoping for, was to get like 1 million, and then we ended up getting almost 6 million. So we're doing good. I think I was about 1 million away from getting the other boat, so that was the other thing. We were going to get the big service boat. Yeah, I mean, let's see. I spoke in season 31, season 32. I spoke in, but I know like way back in season 25, I didn't speak. I had to type everything out. But now we're good. We're going to be doing leaderboards again coming up June 6th, I believe is when it starts, and we're going to go for a top 10 finish. So fingers crossed for that. Don't see myself as a number 1, number 2, number 3, but at least top 5 is the goal. If I could finish, 5th place, that would be awesome, but top 10 is the bare minimum I gotta push for. So I know a lot of the streams that I was uploading from Twitch, I had separated the audio from, just because I figured I would probably cut it down and do some video editing, and I went, a lot of people just like the VODs, background noise, whatever it might be, so I now upload it with noise. Which, I mean, I've got a busy week coming up, I guess is what that means, right? Okay, Ben Boolinful, you lurk out. I'll be here. I got to put out a video on how I start my leaderboards, so just that way if anybody wants to try to compete in leaderboards, they can do it the way that I do it, at least the start. Basically, you can get from the beginning of the game, start fresh, and be ready to run at least tier 3 equipment, if not tier 5, in about 5 or 6 hours. So, and the more proficient you get at it, the better off you are, things like that, but just depends. Right? A faster boat. Which boat did you end up getting? Oh, you probably just have that one delivery boat, right? The roaster or roster or whatever it's called. Right, trying the mini machines, getting ready for the next season. I mean, you could switch everything over to the Imperial, and that'll have it in ounces and everything like that. So the secret to getting lots of monies is basically you want about at least $250,000, enough to buy the flippy, and then buy one long line, all the upgrades for the flippy, so your engines, all that. But yeah, get you one long line, one of the longest ones, like 2,500 hooks or whatever, and then get whatever bait you're going to use. I used crab. Drive off to the north, which is where I'm at, and throw out your lines. And then I did I think, well, you have to get yourself the hook also. Where is it? Inventory hook. So, because you have to smack the fish as you're pulling them on the boat. But the long lines, the hook, and the hook sucks. It's terrible. Terrible sea, everything about it sucks. You're going to miss half the fish anyways. But anyways, I managed to do okay hauling in fish, sell your fish, get 6 million, something like that. So place bucket, there we go, cast it in. But anyways, when you put the long line out, you wait for 12 hours. After 12 hours, you can, 12 to 17, I usually do about 14 hours. Pull the line in, the line should have a good amount of fish on it. And rinse and repeat as many times as you want. So you don't like doing ounces. Phipps von Fippenstein. You want everything metric. If you're doing the delivery missions, what I tend to pick are the 3 that are real close. Don't do the pick up the trash out of the ocean thing, because that's stupid, pain in the ass. Because you have to Tetris the garbage in the back of your boat. And of course it doesn't stack. But the 3 little communities that are right around Roast or Rost or whatever it's called do that a couple times and you'll have enough to get the flippy and some of your stuff. So you're not sure if you want to buy Ships at Sea. I mean, it's a simulator game, just like other simulator games. I'm not going to try to sell it or anything like that, but it's basically the third installment of the fishing series. The first one being Fishing Berents Sea, second one Fishing North Atlantic, and then now Ships at Sea. They're supposed to be implementing more boats, more DLC, more everything. There's a lot to do in the game, but then at the same time there's not a lot to do in the game. I think I've done like five episodes, 5 live streams, something like that, and almost have the best boat in the game, and I think fishing is broken right now. They discontinued the use of nets because nets were really broken, like they didn't work. And fish farms, they kind of have that working. Somebody said that with fish farms, they managed to get about $68 million off of their fish farm. So I was going to play with that a little bit, but fishing's pretty lucrative, and I figured I did 3 days of deliveries, so I'll do 2 days of fishing, and depending on how much money I have, I might try some fish farming. Let's see, this game needs fast travel for returning from deliveries. Yeah, it sucks. The propeller is a really, really good upgrade, and it's relatively cheap. So if you got to use that boat for a little bit, definitely upgrade the propeller. Basically the same thing as fishing North Atlantic. You still got the one cabin, basically. I think they're trying a little bit more. So, like, I'm inside the boat, and this is basically it. I have a cabinet here with fuses and shit. I don't know why, but apparently there's that here. So Ah, I'm stuck in the ocean. I'm stuck. Oh gosh. Don't open the fuse box, whatever you do. Okay, we're free. But yeah, it's pretty small little boat. Well, I'm wondering if the fuses and stuff have to do with the service boats, because one of the tutorial things that you have is you have to buy a drill, get a fuse, go to one of the lights that are in the water, the beacons, and open up the fuse box, replace the fuse, change the light color, and then button it back up. And so I'm wondering if that has, you know, if that's the thing with the service thing, or if it's, they might do both, with the boat and all that. If this boat does break down, so far it's the only boat that I know that has a fuse box on it. And if it does break down because of the fuses or electrical or whatever, then I doubt I'll ever recommend using this boat. Because, like, the Flippy doesn't do that.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Gonna need a bigger boat. Yeah, I mean, it's a good possibility that fuses are interchangeable between boats and beacons. I figure they will have some kind of a fast travel added at some point. I mean, they had it as an upgrade for the boats in North Atlantic, so you should be able to place your flags and hit fast travel, and the boat follows that. It's like auto navigates it. Or at least a fast travel back to the dock, so that way when you're not doing a delivery mission, you can just shoot right over. fueling up, what you gotta do is find a fuel station. You park your boat on the dock next to the fuel station. And you hop up on the dock and you run over to where the tank is and refill the boat. There's a couple of refilling stations around the map. Yeah, we'll do that on the way back through, I think. Not that I need it, but I'll just show you where that is. Yeah, there's regular refueling stations that you can go to the main fueling station and haul fuel to the refilling stations that you use, or just use the main ones that don't run out. Well, it's on the way back into port, so towards the end later when we're going to sell the stuff, I'll show you where the refueling station is. Are you excited for the leaderboard season to start soon, Billy Bob? Ready to get that grind on? Oh yeah. Seems like the space between the two definitely was not as long as normal. It flew by. I'm really hoping that they don't do like a patch with the leaderboard update to where the patch includes uh, rebalancing of the mini wash plant. So it's like, oh, okay, this is the plan, we know how to use it, and then they change it again right as they drop the leaderboard. Yep, little buoys that are pretty much tell me where my long line is. So every once in a while you'll see a little one pop out. Little white buoy. So in the previous games, like Fishing North Atlantic, you weren't allowed to push your lines this close together. Uh, you had to like go a half a kilometer away to place the next line or something like that. And on here, I'm basically like putting the lines directly on top of each other. So, should see a little buoy pop out of my boat. There it is. Billy Bob, you will need the long line skill also in your skill tree in order to use the long lines. Kind of like how you got the little jigging skill or whatever. In real life, yes, but since we're in the game and they haven't instilled that yet, you don't have that issue. But yeah, that's why the buoys are there to kind of indicate what direction the long line is so other boats don't run it over. And welcome back, Blue Ox Racing. Already done with the Xbox? Nothing good on, felt bored. Hey Lyle, don't make me get the hose. Too much losing. Oh, what are we playing? Wreckfest? GTA? Rocket League. Okay, okay. Never played it. Looks like fun, but never played it. I was way off course. A megalodon in the game would be pretty cool. I was talking to Rasher Wife, so I wasn't able to say much, but yeah, megalodon, hell yeah. Extreme fishing. And also in Lurk.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Think I need a bigger boat. That's right. Well, we're going to try to get a bigger boat. Won't be a fishing boat, but we'll be able to tow and put fires out and haul some cargo. Rasher Wife says hi. A lot more and bigger bait. That's right. I will just pull the rowboat behind my boat as bait. Exactly, you know, if we're fishing for a megalodon, we gotta sacrifice to make rowboat bait. Rowbait. Instead of Romeo, it'll be like, Ro no. Borrow your kid. No, I already have one that's enough. No mas. One would volunteer, or you would volunteer the kid. The kid doesn't get to say. Daredevil. Yeah. Those are the ones. Like, let's go water skiing. I'll be the bait. Holy cow. See that flying fish? Oh, I'm tripping. I'm seeing fish flying out of the water. Stink bait. Dapper Kitty, hello, hello. What do you think? No land, no dirt, no farming, no digging. We're on the water. Complete change of everything. And fishy, right? I'm not the only one that saw him flying out of the water. Boo Linful with another gifted subscription, this time to Dapper Kitty. Holy cow, you're too kind. Much appreciated. Thank you for the sub. Right, compound bow fishing, something like that. I mean, it works. Yeah, you can fast forward some time there, Billy Bob. If you go inside of your cabin, there'll be a clock, and as long as you're stopped, you can speed time up. Use a boat. Yeah, use a boat. Well, don't they have them fish? It's like a bunch of carp. They're invasive species down in the south, and they drive around with the boats with the electrodes in the water, and the fish jump in the boats. I would do 250K for fishing just because of the cost of the flippy with all the upgrades. when you buy an upgrade, make sure you equip the upgrade. Buy the long line and then buy bait. You might need a little bit more just to be safe, but basically you just need like at least one bait, one long line. But I bought 3 of the baits, the 20 kilogram packages. And if you're going to do that, then you're going to need more like 275 grand to do 3 baits, the 2500 hook, long line, and the boat with all the upgrades. Get water murder. What was I watching? I saw like a GIF or an animation or something, where they were saying this is fishing in America, and a fish jumped out of the water towards the boat, and the guy shot it with a 12 gauge before it got to the boat. I figured that fishing in America was more, we want to keep our fish than blow them up. Dynamite blows them out of the water, so it doesn't necessarily blow them to bits. So there's a difference. Right? C4, dynamite, anything like that. It's the shock wave. It stuns or kills the fish, and then they float to the top, and you just scoop them up. What about C4? What are you confused about? Minigun. Car battery, jump cables. So on the map, roast and all that is right down there. I go from there northwest, and I try to fish for the pollock and haddock or halibut, I don't know. Anyways, I buy crab bait and I just throw it on there. Right now, you're supposed to fish for certain fish during seasons, other ones you can't sell, blah blah blah. Right now it's broken, so you can sell everything. But yeah, I just go over here because I think it's the closest for fishing for what I was looking at. Throw in your long line, rebait it over and over until you're out of bait, until you're tired of fishing. Pretty simple. Yeah, no, the car battery thing isn't that far off. I'm pretty sure they do that down south with this invasive carp or something, Chinese carp or whatnot, and they electrify the water and the fish jump out and basically land in the boat. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, you should be able to pay off that loan pretty quick, I would think. I mean, I don't know how much the loan's for, but like I said, I did 5 of the long lines and got pretty lucky pulling the stuff in. You have to aim for the head with the stick, and if you miss it and it gets too close, just take a step back, things like that. Yep, take it right back to where you did. So it's the big garage door on the side of the fishery building, and that's where you would deliver the fish, just like the tutorial. I didn't know if I was going to throw all 10 of my long lines out, but I might do that. 'Cause at that point, the first long line will have been sitting for about 10 hours. I could rest for 4 hours and then start pulling in long lines, I guess. You can get the long lines and the fishing bait at the fishery or whatever, wherever you sell the fish is where you buy the fishing bait and the long lines. Didn't know if I'd said that's where you got them or not. I see that you're trying to pull some, yeah, Louis Armstrong? Is that who did that? And I see skies of blue, red roses too. I definitely recommend that for fishing, just stick with the flippy. Like the liters per hour is like 19, 18, something like that per hour. You go about the same speed. The only difference is that you get to hold more long lines on this one instead of the other one. But 4 long lines on the flippy is more than enough to do what you gotta do. This thing's a gas hog. Oh, guess the fog's gone. You might be able to try your radio in your inventory. I don't know what the radio does, but that would be my only guess. Did you hit a rock or something? Unless you have insurance on it, you're completely out. Like if you total the boat, it sinks, then your boat is gone and you have to repurchase the boat. Insurance on the boat gets you like 80% return if it sinks. So whatever the cost was, you'll get 80% back if you got the good insurance. Trying to limp back to, yeah, it's a real pain when you're damaged up. Crash it and just sink it and start over, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's an option. You got all the monies, huh? I don't think you can crash the rowboat, so there's always that. Yeah, if you like crash and you sink, you go back to the Ross dock or whatever it is, roast, whatever, I don't remember. Whatever the name is, however you pronounce it. You end up going back to the starting dock. Oops. I think equity is based on the boats that you own. Hello, Rika. How are you doing today? Good, good. Doing pretty well. I'm trying to get this fishing thing down and still don't quite have it. No. Today I think he's going to be doing some my time at Sandrock. Uh, I don't know what I'll be streaming. I might be doing something, but I don't know what. I might do some farm sim. Play around on the one I'm working on by myself. Car mechanic simulator is a possibility. Yeah, I don't know. More than likely do some farm sim. Where did you get more beans? I thought you was out of beans. Alright, let's return back and see what we got for a catch. Maybe make some monies. Oh, okay. That was nice of you, Mom. Well, I'm glad that we could entertain you. I know it's going to be a little bit before Ninja streams, but I'm doing it now, first thing in the morning. So, Billy Bob, did you manage to climb back out of the hole? Switch back over to the other boat and do some more missions again? Hell yeah, I knew you would. But yeah, I think it's like boat insurance is $56K or something like that for a year, $64K, I don't know. If you got extra, do that, and then that way if you sink your boat, you get 80% back. Okay, Ricka. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good day at school. Do good. Thank you, Ricka. I will do my best. Where you sell the fish at, you go to the garage door basically, and you can buy the long line and the bait right there. Make sure you got the skill as well. Go into your skill tree and add the point long line. I tend to do more hooks on it just because the more hooks, the more fish you bring in at one time. So I always do the 2,500 hooks. And as of right now, I don't know that it's even using bait because I have 5 of the 20 kilogram blocks of bait and I haven't used up a single one yet. Good morning, Walter Sal. How you doing? That's good, that's good. Myself, I'm doing well. Just got finished pulling up 8 long lines. Gonna go sell off our fish and see if we have enough to get the big boat. The big service boat. I don't know what it's called, but it goes fast. Yeah, we did about the same amount of fishing time yesterday's stream, and was able to get this boat from the little boat and have extra money. We got almost 6 million from the fishing, so I'm hoping we can do that again, so that way we can get the big boat and do the upgrades again, and then maybe we'll try some service missions like towing people in or putting fires out. just got the flippy. You know, that's what I used. Got the flippy. I got some crab bait, and then I got the big long line. I just went northeast of Roast or Rost, out to that little fishing habitat. Did about 5 of those long lines, and then made good profit. Make sure you have the whacking stick. You get that from the tool shop or whatever. The hook. Almost forgot it, or already forgot it. Yeah, don't want to do that. Because then that means you got to come all the way back just to get you that little freaking hook. Just so that way you can pull in your lines. My opinion about them taking out rough weather and waves. I know that they had done that in the previous games. It's not like super rough. There's some waves. It gets going pretty good. And they had thunder and lightning yesterday in the game. I think that, yeah, if they're going to have it in, they should have it. I like the idea of rougher waves, maybe as you get a little further out or different times of the year. I'd like to see ice packs during the colder months, December, January. Have to navigate through the ice just to get from point A to point B. So if they had that and removed it, I hope they re-implement it. It is early access. And hopefully it's something that they do bring back if they removed it. Or if they haven't added it, that they do add it. I know earlier we were talking about like extreme weather where they have like geysers and whirlpools and tsunamis and like blood rains from the sky. Maybe not that extreme, but have some pretty crazy weather would be fun. Well, I remember, some of the bigger waves would just throw you right into the docks, and unless you have the propeller upgraded and the engine upgrade, it was crazy trying to dock. Since it's a harbor, you would think that the waves wouldn't be so crazy in there, and if they could find a way to have it to where it was calmer inside the harbor than it is on the outside of the harbor, then, hopefully they can re-implement those big waves. Yeah, I mean on the rooster boat, roster boat, whatever it is, um, I ended up having to repair that thing so many times. And then when I upgraded the propeller, the throttle, engine, and the steering wheel, it seemed to handle a little bit better. But even still, the waves would get crazy. And if that thing like taps the dock, there goes half the health. I'm sure they will. I mean, this is early access, and I know they plan on releasing this to console in 2026. You know, so that's a year and a half for them to re-implement things, to solve things. Basically, um, we're the beta testers, basically. Welcome back, Ricka. It's all good. You can hang out, lurk, watch. We're still doing stuff. Still driving back to the dock. Billy Bob, when you're heading out towards those fish, as soon as you cross the point where it says, entered fish habitat, you can start fishing there, so you don't have to go all the way out where I was. Yeah, you could wait until it's clear. I know some missions are time sensitive. So, I mean, I guess if you were close to the time for it to expire, waiting might not be an option. Well, I mean, yeah, I see all the negative reviews and all that, but a lot of people don't even read. As soon as you come into the game on the lower right side, it says early access. They were told by the devs when you're buying the game, right when the first pop-up you get when you enter the game says it's in early access. Thank you for supporting the game while it's in early access. Like, I don't know where else they could plaster early access for people to understand early access. They might have to rename the game Early Access Ships at Sea. But the developers have been doing well. I mean, I don't think they took the weekend off. They were dropping hot fixes and patches all weekend. Today's a bank holiday, Memorial Day here in the US. Like, they have been working nonstop since the game came out to try to get it in a state where people aren't complaining so much. Like, I found a way to get from Rost all the way up to Veyroy before the patch made it to where you don't crash anymore. Like, I took a little finagling and I figured out how to do it. But A lot of people, you know, I was complaining at first about the crashes, but I was persistent, saved the game, got a little closer, and figured it out. Yep, they are putting in work. Yeah, I mean, I play another game that the devs get bad rap for, and that's Gold Mining Simulator. That's my main game of choice. Devs are going to implement things that'll break other things, and they're going to try their best to figure out how to get it to work. You know, with computers, everybody's got different graphics cards, different processors, different RAM speeds. They have to figure out, why is this guy's computer crashing? Does he have some kind of virus, malware? You know, go back through the code, see if it's something on their end. Is the graphics crank too high? There's a bunch of stuff they have to go through with error report after error report just to solve it. But as long as they're making an effort to try and fix the game, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt, give them a chance to give you a reason to not like them, you know? And it is a small studio. You know, they've only got like 3 games that they've created, and this is their first game with any kind of a co-op multiplayer, which is totally different code than the other games that they were doing. So in a way, they're flying by the seat of their pants. I have not tried fish farms yet. We're going to do that as soon as I get a little extra monies. This game is not on Xbox yet. They're looking at probably 2026 before this game comes out then for Xbox or console. And then I don't think it's a mistake to be dropped this early into early access. I think with them releasing the game, it allows them to get a money injection, see the kind of interest in the game, allow them to push for future DLC content. Basically, it allows them a little bit more freedom to flush out their ideas without having to go to like a bank or somebody else and have them say, okay, we'll give the loan, but you have to do this, this, and this. And they don't have that freedom anymore to make the game the way they want to make it. Like, if you look at a lot of these AAA big budget games that are coming out, they suck anymore compared to the indie stuff that gets the early access. Because they have to please the banks with their DEI, inclusion, equity, you know, crap, I guess, corporate crap, in order to get a loan, and it changes the game. I mean, you look at, what is it, Justice League, the new one that just came out with somebody kills the Justice League or whatever it is. You know, it was a terrible game. Everybody hated it. I mean, it was pretty much gone on arrival. And it's because of all the injected crap they put into it. But yeah, no, I think early access is great for the little developers, so that way they don't have to look at, Kickstarters, they don't have to beg and plead for money, and that way, they do gauge interest that way in the game. So, even though we're the guinea pigs, it's a good thing, I see it. It could be a bad thing if you have the bait and switch, kind of pull the rug out from under you, we got your money, gotcha, kind of thing, but they seem to be doing what they need to. I guess that's enough about my rants and raves and whatnot, I have certain beliefs and whatnot, and they may not always be popular. But Rika, if you do like this type of game, you could do fishing North Atlantic or fishing Berents Sea. Those are games that the same developers made, and those are on Xbox. Thank you for the subscription there, Walter. I appreciate that. Yeah, trust the devs. That's all we can do. Trust them until they give us a reason not to trust them. And they have the Discord. They're listening to the suggestions. They're listening to the bug reports. They're communicating with the community, which is a huge step for any development team or developers. If they go radio silent, that's when you need to worry. So, yeah. The little ones, they've been doing that. I can't wait to see them implement boats from the previous games. Like, we already got the Flippy. The Flippy was from, I believe, fishing North Atlantic. So I'm sure they'll be able to bring those boats back in, and it'd be kind of cool to go from port to port to see if we can find or discover or unlock boats. don't know why I can't really leave the boat. There we go. Now we'll go sell the catch, see what we end up with. Alright. You can have 4 lines with the flippy at one time. So we just sold everything we got. We went from like 3.8 to 10.8 million. So fishing is very lucrative. But we shall go see if we can get that service boat. And maybe we'll do some of that, and then maybe we'll mess with fish farms after that. I want to save it beforehand, so there we go. Crazy. Holy crap, engine upgrades are expensive. Everything's expensive. Internal fuel tank, fuse box. 2 separate searchlights. Jeez Louise. Alright, we're all set up now. And it only cost us $7.6 million. This is going to be expensive to refill this thing. I'm not sure how to use that freaking the water hose on the front. Okay, Rika. I'm gonna go see if there's any missions available for that boat, like a tow or something, and if not, we'll probably wrap up the stream real shortly. We do have to go refill it though with some fuel. Okay, we'll go get gas for it and wrap up the stream. Maybe we'll have some missions for it tomorrow. $157,000 to refill. Okay. Well, thank you, Cornbread, for hanging out. I appreciate you subbing. You have a good night. And the clock should be inside, like, right above the steering wheel on the flippy. The bait goes onto the lines themselves. So you go into your inventory, hit use, you'll have a little package in your hand, and then you click on the bucket of the hooks. When did you buy the bait? Should be in the inventory, so like when I pull up mine, it's right there next to my hook. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Boolin Full. Welcome back. Yeah, no, it should be right in there with the hook. And then you got the deal. Are you in the boat one or are you in the player inventory? Okay, yeah, it should be right there. When you were at the shop, did you select one for the bait and then switch over to the long line, pick one long line, and then purchase? Or did you purchase after you bought them? Bye, Ricka. Have a good day. So after you put both in the cart, you hit purchase. So what happens for some reason? Oh, you bought the line then the bait, because yeah, I go to purchase like gear, and I'm like, okay, I want a long line. I put the long line there, and then I switch over to bait, and then pick whatever bait I want. Go hit purchase. The thing that you left as the long line is still there to purchase, but the bait would be purchased, if that makes sense. But if you bought them individually, you should have both of them. Did you... Okay, you bought the flippy. Did you upgrade the flippy to where it could hold long lines, or all that kind of stuff, or like equipped for long lines? I'm just trying to figure it out step by step. Okay, so you got that. I'm gonna have to redo my settings because man, the FPS drop is crazy. It's probably all the lights. Full upgrade, bought 2 long lines, then bought 4 crab bait. Okay. Yeah, the bait should be in the inventory, so that way you could bait the lines. So like in mine, there, hit use, and I'll have a little package of bait in front of me. And then you click the bait to the lines. I don't know, check the boat inventory, I guess, if it's not in the player inventory. I don't know why it would be there, but... probably not going to be there, but I don't freaking know. That's weird. So you're out in the ocean right now. You might try saving and re-coming back in to the game. Maybe it'll load in that way. I don't know. You're still on the dock, so you haven't even driven out to the ocean yet. Okay, well, I mean, if you haven't left yet, I would just save, reload the game, see if it shows up in the inventory. If not, try to buy it again. Like do a restart or something. And of course, I don't know if Buoyancy got to see me refill the boat. It cost me 157,000 krona to refill that fuel tank. Yeah, apparently this boat is not frame per second friendly at all. So I guess what we'll try to do tomorrow's stream is we'll try to get a fire mission, service mission. We'll try using that boat. If it's too laggy, we'll sell that boat, get the Dr. Phil, and we'll mess with fish farms. I think that's going to be the plan. Waiting to see if reloading the game fixed it for Billy Bob or not. Right. The joys of being the guinea pigs, the testers. Early access. Well, shoot. Whale watching. Oh god, we can do whale watching now. That's a weird bug. I'd have to check the Discord, see if maybe somebody else posted something similar, you know? Yeah, give me a minute. I will pull it up so you can let them know what the heck's going on. That's the link to the Discord for Ships at Sea. But as I said, I think we're going to wrap her up there. So let's go over see the new boat we bought. Fastest boat in the game currently. It's supposed to be a fireboat, towboat, tugboat. Apparently it's a leisure boat. We can put tourists on it to go see the whales. We can do some small cargo delivery, which means we can do that 17 nautical mile journey that normally takes just over an hour and right around a half an hour. So yeah, we will try to get one of those missions tomorrow. If not, we'll strip everything off of it, sell it, get the Dr. Phil, get the smolt tank, go buy a fish farm or two, and try our hand at fish farming. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you Boolin for purchasing another gift subscription that Dapper Kitty got. And thank you guys on the YouTube side for hanging out. This is only a couple days I've been doing the YouTube thing, and I really do appreciate everybody turning out for that. So, probably do some more a little bit later afternoon, my time. Got some stuff I got going in the morning, so. But after that, should be good to go. So everybody, good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. I hope you have a good day. I will catch you later.